The DWP is sitting on money that belongs to you. Not money you might qualify for one day, money you are already entitled to, already set aside, already waiting. Most people never see it because nobody told them to ask. Here are 7 payouts British pensioners over 60 are missing right now, including one worth over £25,000 a year that the DWP will never explain to you. Payout 1. Attendance allowance. This pays nearly £6,000 a year. Tax-free, no income test, no savings test. 1 million people in Britain qualify for it. 1 million people claiming absolutely nothing. Attendance allowance is a weekly payment for anyone who has reached state pension age and has a physical or mental health condition that affects their daily life. The DWP does not assess your diagnosis. They assess how your condition affects you day to day. You do not need a carer already in place. You do not need to be bedridden. You do not need to be seriously ill. You are assessed on what help you reasonably need, not what you are currently receiving. From April 2026, attendance allowance pays £76.70 per week at the lower rate and £114.60 per week at the higher rate. The lower rate applies if you need help or supervision during the day or at night. The higher rate applies if you need it both during the day and at night. Both rates are tax-free. Your savings make no difference. Your income makes no difference. At the higher rate, that is £5,959 per year landing directly in your bank account, tax-free every year. To apply, call 0800 73 10100 and ask for the AA1 claim form. You do not need a formal diagnosis. You need to describe how your condition affects your daily life. Payout 2. The state pension backdating lump sum. This one has a strict 12-month window. After that window closes, those payments are gone forever. The DWP will not mention it when you call. It is not part of the standard claiming process. You have to know to ask, and you have to ask before the window closes. If you have reached state pension age but have not yet submitted your claim, you can backdate that claim by up to 12 months. No explanation required. The DWP pays every week of arrears with your first payment. On the full new state pension, 12 months comes to £12,547 as a lump sum. The window is exactly 12 months from your state pension age birthday. After that, those payments are gone permanently. If you have reached state pension age and have not yet claimed, call the pension service on 0800 731 7898. When you call, say clearly, "I want to backdate my claim to the earliest possible date." Those words, that specific request. Without them, the DWP processes a standard claim from today and the arrears are never mentioned. Payout 3 will make some women watching this angry because it involves a government error that has been running for decades and the corrections are still not complete. If this has already been useful, subscribe now. The rates for everything I am covering change every April. The DWP does not write to explain the changes. Subscribe before Payout 2 because it has a window that closes in less than 12 months. After that, the money is gone permanently. Payout 3, the state pension underpayment scandal. This is not a miscommunication. This is a documented government error affecting hundreds of thousands of women, and the correction exercise is closing in March 2027. For decades, DWP computer systems failed to apply pension uplifts that married women, widows, and women over 80 were legally entitled to receive. Women who retired under the old state pension system, broadly, women born before the 6th of April 1953, were in many cases entitled to have their pension uplifted based on their husband's national insurance record. The computers did not do it. Women carried on receiving a reduced pension for years while the money they were legally owed went uncollected. Between January 2021 and March 2025, the DWP identified over 130,000 underpayments, totaling over £800 million. The average correction for married women has been approximately £5,500. For widows, over £11,700, paid as a lump sum. The correction exercise closes March 2027. The DWP has now completed most automatic reviews and is waiting for women to come forward, particularly those whose husbands reached state pension age before the 17th of March 2008. If your husband retired before that date, the uplift was never automatic. Most women never claimed it. If you are a woman who reached state pension age before April 2016, and your pension has always seemed lower than you expected, one phone call to the pension service on 0800 731 0469 could trigger a review. If an underpayment is found, the arrears are paid as a lump sum. The window to resolve this closes as the exercise winds down toward March 2027. Payout 4 is the key that unlocks almost everything else on this list simultaneously. One application, multiple entitlements triggered at once. Payout 4, pension credit, the master key. This is not one payment, this is 5. Pension credit tops up your weekly income to a minimum of £218.50 for a single person, or £332.95 for a couple. But the direct payment is not the most important part. Claiming it automatically triggers full council tax reduction, free NHS dental and glasses, the warm home discount, the winter fuel payment, and a free television license for anyone aged 75 or over. Up to £1.7 billion in pension credit goes unclaimed in Britain every year. The single most common reason people miss it is the assumption that their savings disqualify them. Savings do affect the calculation, but the threshold is considerably more generous than most people expect. The DWP assessment accounts for income and capital together in ways that frequently result in an award for people who expected nothing. The income threshold is £218 per week for a single person. But that figure is calculated after deductions that many people do not know about. A small private pension that appears to put you above the threshold may not actually do so once the assessment is run. The only way to know is to check. Check your eligibility on the government website or call the Pension Credit Claim Line on 0800 991 234. The call is free. It takes approximately 20 minutes. The average annual award, not including the additional entitlements it triggers, is approximately £3,000. Subscribe if you are still with us. Payout 5 is the one the DWP will never mention when you call. It sits inside the pension credit system, it is available right now, and most people who would qualify have never been told it exists. That is next. Payout 5, the Severe Disability Edition. The hidden layer inside pension credit. This is the one. The payout within a payout. The addition to pension credit that the DWP does not flag when you claim attendance allowance. You have to ask for it by name, and most people never do. If you already receive attendance allowance, or if you are about to apply for it and you live alone, or you live with someone who does not receive carer's allowance for looking after you, you may be entitled to the Severe Disability Edition added on top of your standard pension credit entitlement. In 2026, the Severe Disability Edition is worth £82.90 per week. That is £4,310.80 per year, added on top of whatever pension credit you already receive. Or, for people not currently on pension credit, it may be enough to bring you into eligibility for the first time when added to the standard calculation. Most people who qualify for this have never been told it exists. The DWP does not automatically flag it when you claim attendance allowance. The pension credit team does not proactively check whether your attendance allowance should have triggered it. You have to call the pension service on 0800 991 234 and ask specifically, does my attendance allowance mean I qualify for the Severe Disability Edition on my pension credit? That one question. That is the entire step, for over £4,000 per year. Payout 6 bundles 3 separate bills that pension credit eliminates, at a time when each of them is costing pensioners more than it ever has. Payout 6. 3 bills gone: NHS, warm home discount, and winter fuel. With pension credit confirmed, 3 separate costs either disappear or are significantly reduced. And most people either do not know the process for each one or have not checked that each is being applied correctly. Free NHS dental treatment, free sight tests, and a voucher toward the cost of glasses are available through pension credit or through the NHS low-income scheme independently. To access them, you need either your pension credit confirmation letter or an HC2 certificate, obtained by completing Form HC1 from your GP surgery, any NHS hospital, or online. At a time when NHS dentists are disappearing across Britain and private dental costs are rising, this matters directly. The warm home discount is a £150 reduction applied directly to your electricity bill every winter. If you receive pension credit guarantee, your supplier is legally required to apply it automatically. If you have not received a letter about it between November and January, call 0800 and 030 9322. Do not assume it was applied. The winter fuel payment, worth between £100 and £300, is now linked to pension credit eligibility. If you are not receiving pension credit, you are not receiving the winter fuel payment. Checking your pension credit eligibility is the most financially significant step you can take if either payment has not arrived. Payout 7 covers 2 bills most pensioners are paying when they do not have to. Payout 7: council tax reduction and the television license. 4 in 5 pensioners who qualify for council tax reduction are not claiming it. 4 in 5 are paying a bill they do not legally have to pay. If you receive pension credit guarantee, you may qualify for 100% council tax reduction. Your entire bill eliminated. The reduction does not apply automatically. You have to contact your local council directly. The application takes 1 visit or 1 phone call, and it applies from the date of your claim, not retrospectively. Every week you wait is money that does not come back. If you are 75 or over and you receive pension credit, your television license is free. £174.50 every year. The license does not cancel automatically when you turn 75. It does not stop when pension credit is awarded. You have to apply at the TV licensing website or by calling 0300 309 00. The exemption applies from the date of your application, not from your 75th birthday. Pensioners in their 80s are still paying the full television license fee because the exemption was never communicated to them and they assumed it was automatic. It is not automatic. If you are 75 or over and receiving pension credit, stop paying the television license today. Here is the full picture. Payout 1. Attendance allowance, up to £114.60 per week. Tax-free, no means test. 1 million people not claiming it. Call 0800 73 10100. Payout 2. State pension backdating up to £12,500 as a lump sum for anyone past state pension age who has not yet claimed, within a strict 12-month window. Call 0800 7 317 898 and ask specifically to backdate. Payout 3. State pension underpayment, average corrections of £5,500 for married women and over £11,000 for widows. Exercise closing March 2027. Call 0800 7310469. Payout 4. Pension credit minimum £218.50 per week, plus 5 additional entitlements triggered automatically. Call 0800 99 1234. Payout 5. Severe Disability Edition, £82.90 per week on top of pension credit for those receiving attendance allowance who live alone. Call the pension service and ask specifically. Payout 6. Free NHS dental and optical, warm home discount, and winter fuel, all linked to pension credit. Check each is applied. Payout 7. Council tax reduction up to 100% and free television license from age 75. Both require a direct application. Neither is automatic. The total annual value for someone claiming all 7 can exceed £5,000. £24 billion in support goes unclaimed across Britain every year. None of these programs come looking for you. The DWP will not call. Your council will not write. The only thing standing between you and this money is knowing it exists. Now you know. Subscribe and share this with one pensioner you know. One conversation, one phone call can change someone's income for the rest of their retirement.